What is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I read today in this video is I want to talk about these battles Apple and Google have been having with each other, and they're basically just trying to fight for the market. They're trying to fight for users, customers, operating systems, products, you name it. They're trying to beat each other and everything. Well, apparently Apple beat Google in something big, whatever this is. And basically, Apple stole the brand title from Google. Now, my understanding of the brand title is basically like the most valuable title out there. There was an article stating this, which link will be in the description below. Definitely give it a read and take a look at the charts. So the top two brand titles right now is Apple and Google. However, Apple beat Google just over 200,000, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on the stats. I couldn't remember the whole thing. But it's a lot more than Google, and basically they're just more valuable right now as a company, and that's how they earned that title. And then of course there were 3 spots left, which was taken up by Microsoft, IBM, and Visa. And then of course there were well-known titles out there such as Coca-Cola and McDonald's, Amazon. So that was pretty much it. However, does this brand title even mean something though? It could be in a way, but what matters the most is people's preference on which products they want to use from a certain company. Whether they want to use Apple's products or they want to use Google's products. And no matter what, you're going to use them both simultaneously, unless if you have a non-Apple device. For instance, let's say you have the iPhone and you want to do a search on the internet. You have your choices of Yahoo, Google, and Bing. More than likely, you'll be using Google because a lot of people use that. A lot of people rely on Google as their main search engine. But if you want to use Yahoo and Bing, that's fine. Whichever one you prefer. But most people more than likely use Google. And if you have a different preference, that's fine. Now, if you use an Android device, then obviously you're using Google, all the time, and then Google search is just an addition into the Google products that you use. So basically, this brand title thing, people are making a big deal out of it. In my opinion, it shouldn't be a big deal out of it. I mean, to me, this title just shows that a certain company is making products right and just making sure that everything goes well. This is what people are looking for on a daily basis, and just make sure that it works for everybody. And in Apple's case, that they have accomplished that. Even though I don't agree on what they do with their products in terms of necessary updates or major updates, and then of course some hardware design changes. Basically, whenever Apple tries to, I don't know how else to word this. Whenever they try to make a big deal out of something, it really isn't a huge deal because not everybody is going to like the same thing. So, when I was a lot younger, whenever Apple announces stuff and they try to make it seem very cool, especially when Steve Jobs took the stage of the keynote, and Tim Cook is doing the same thing as well, but with his own style, so that way he's not copying Steve Jobs. However, they are similar, but he has his own way of showing off the products. Now, as I got older, I realized, well, you guys make it seem it's a big deal, but really it's not, because you just have your own way of doing it. And plus, a lot of people are gonna want simplicity because they just want a phone without having to do anything and just want something to work. But if you need something with additional features and additional functionality, then you probably wouldn't look at Apple. You probably look at Android, possibly Windows Phone. I don't know too much about them. Maybe BlackBerry. If you do a lot of email, their full QWERTY keyboards, from my understanding, is that they're very good, and you can rely on them more than the capacitive touch keyboards that you would find on most smartphones these days from Apple, Google, and Microsoft. Or not Google, like Android manufacturers and Microsoft with their Windows Phone products. So, do you guys think that whenever they announce that a company took the brand title in first place, is that really a huge deal to you? Does that tell you that, okay, this company is awesome, they make great products, or do you feel like it doesn't matter what the brand title they earn? What's more important is how their products is usable in our lives. And not everybody has the same needs. In my case, I love Android. I've used iOS for a while, and now that I switched to Android, Android is probably my daily mobile operating system for life. However, I do go back to iPhone from time to time, and I shouldn't be saying for life because maybe a couple years from now I might switch back to iOS or maybe try a new platform. Well, I'm going back between Android and iOS right now, so obviously I'm not fully parted away from the iPhone, even though sometimes I just want to use my Android phone. Most of the time my Galaxy Note 4, I have to let that thing charge so that way I can get through a full day and the next day and just go back to using the iPhone before it dies quickly. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.